Welcome to video number 2, which is chapter 1 for the rest of my life. I just got back from a family trip. We went to Cancun with me, my husband, my parents, and my brothers. So that was fun, really chill, relaxing, sitting by the beach. I was a little bit anxious though, and there was a moment that I was on the beach and I was like, okay, like what do I do? What do I do from here? How do I move forward? How can I become a better version of myself from this point forward? Like, I'm so tired of the life I've been living. And so that really just kind of solidified everything. I made my video last week about why I'm doing this, and it's because I need a life change. So getting into what I want to do starting now. Today's February 4th. So we're already a month and a couple days into the year. No better time to start than now. So like January 1st, I did create myself like a vision board. I don't really know how to do this, but I will try to add a photo of the vision board somewhere on here. I basically added a bunch of things that I would love to see in my life. Again, I made this January 1st. I was very motivated this year to change my freaking life because it's been not ideal, to say the least. That being said, I went the first month not doing much. I tried to implement more, like drinking more water and healthier eating habits at some point in my life. Jumping into it, I'm considering this chapter 1 of the rest of my life. In this video, I want to try setting some goals. This is my journal entry of me talking about what I actually want to accomplish this year or in life, but specifically as soon as possible. Okay. Number 1 on my list, I think, is going to be weight loss. This doesn't necessarily have to be in any particular order, just, the first thing I'm going to think about is losing weight. I think how I'm going to structure this is goal, which is kind of going to be an overhead, and then how to. So the goal is going to be lose 10 pounds. That's my goal. And then how I'm going to lose 10 pounds is eating right, drinking water, and moving my body. Physical movement of some type. Now with that goal in mind, I think how I'm gonna like break this down is I'm going to take it a step further. So with eating right, so I'm gonna write eating right, and then I'm going to break it down in like actionable items. So how to eat right: buy whole foods and protein. So I personally think I could have protein shake, protein muffin, protein bars, things like that. So that, and I know that those are processed and things, but I think just to start, I think that that's going to be a better transition for me, is buying whole foods plus adding anything that has protein in it. Like 1 gram of protein doesn't count. It has to be like actually protein related. Okay. Also with eating right, I think I still want to try to do the eating only brunch and dinner. And if that doesn't sit right with some people, I really don't care. This is just something I'm trying for myself. So eating only brunch and dinner. Brunch meaning breakfast or lunch, not both, just one. I think that's a good place to start for food for me. Actually, only eat out once a week. So only eat out once a week. I'm gonna add that because I don't really want to eat out, but like if me and Alex want to do a date night once a week, that can be when we eat out. So I'm adding that on there too. Okay, now going to drinking water. So drinking water, I'm going to put 5-sip rule or 5-swallow rule. Will help me drink more water, which basically every time you take a sip, you have to swallow 5 times rather than once or whatever. I'm going to try to do 2 iceless, so no ice, bottles a day. Which a bottle is like my hydro jug type of water bottle, not like a plastic little water bottle. Moving my body is my next goal here. Moving my body. How can I move my body more? I think I'm gonna compound on this. How do I do this? How do I go about this? Because my train of thought with moving my body is I need to start like every Monday I do something. But then I do that for like 2 weeks, and then every Monday, Wednesday, and I do that for 2 weeks, and then like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I do that. Like that's kind of how I want to go about it. But maybe even still I should be moving my body every day. If it means something small every day. I'm gonna write small movement every day. And then I'm going to add workout every Monday. So I wrote workout every Monday, and I think I have space below that. I think I'll start adding to this goal list as I go, so that once I kind of feel like comfortable with that, I can kind of cross it out and update it for my next thing. So, okay. The next thing on my main goals for my life is I want to check off my big to-do list. So I've already made kind of a big to-do list here in this other notebook. And this thing includes things such as paint touch-ups. My house needs paint touch-ups. Clean out the garage. Fix the back door. I want to add bathroom knobs to all my cabinets, and I want to replace all of the bathroom faucets. I've done the powder bathroom, but I want to do our guest bathroom and our master bathroom. I want to organize my closet in here. After we've moved, I've organized everything except for this closet, so that is on my big to-do list. Get my teeth pulled, so I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. That's on my to-do list. Lose 10 pounds on my to-do list, even though that's technically now my weight loss goal, but it's still my big to-do list. I want to organize our games cabinet. It's a freaking mess in there right now. It's like our board games and stuff, so I want to do that. And then I want to go through like my closet again. I go through my closet pretty often just to snag out a couple things, but I want to go through like everything, all my pants, all my swimsuits, all, just all the little things that you just like have to like kind of go through all of them, see what fits, see what doesn't fit. So that's on my big to-do list. So that's kind of things I will just check off as I go. Those are things that don't really fit into like a category necessarily, but just like things I need to get done at some point. So that is another goal, is to get that list checked off. And I may be adding things to it as I go, but I think just checking some things off like feels nice. Like for example, I checked off organized basement and get the plumber here because we thought something was wrong. Nothing was wrong. And things like that. So that's my kind of second big thing, is I want to get that kind of finished up. The next big thing I want to do is make money. Your girl needs to make some money, okay? So with making money, what do I want to try to do to make money? So the two things that are kind of on my list right now, and this is subject to change, but is selling on Depop and working on YouTube. So those are the two things that I kind of want to be my passion projects and what I'm working on right now. So I'm gonna write down making money on the top of my page here. And number one is going to be Depop. Now, how can I actually sell on Depop? Okay, so I want to try to post every day. So that means I'm only gonna, if I have 15 things, that will give me 15 days worth of things to post. So I don't want to post them all in one day. I've heard that if you post them like once a day, you do better off. So I want to post every day. I want to create one promo video a week. This meaning like something I could post on TikTok, like styling the bags or styling the belt or wearing a jacket, things like that, where I feel like I can actually get some traction to my Depop. This is kind of just like a fun experiment that I'm kind of taking on with the Depop thing. I've never used it really in my life other than the last like month. So I'm just kind of trying it out and seeing what happens. This might be a total flop, but I don't really care. I just want to try and see what happens. So post every day, create one promo vid a week. I think that's a good starting point, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. The next thing I'm going to do is write YouTube. So YouTube is my other project I want to be working on. I want to post at least once a week and watch a learning video every day. And this being like, I don't really know that much about YouTube, so I should probably just start like learning and seeing like how people go about posting and getting views and things like that. So yeah, so post at least once a week, and maybe on top of that I make a posting schedule to basically try to make a plan of what my content will be about and things like that. So that is kind of my main goals for that. So with like prayer and things like that, I think I'm gonna make a goal to have, I want to maybe try spiritual intelligence. So to amplify and achieve higher spiritual intelligence, my first goal would be praying every day. I honestly think that that's probably a good starting point for me. I think as I start to pray every day, I might discover more ways that I can feel close to God and have that spiritual intelligence. I think that that's kind of a journey you have to just kind of hop on and see where it takes you a little bit more. So I think for spiritual intelligence, praying every day is a great start for me personally. So I'm gonna focus on that. Now for my relationship, I think I'm going to put my goal to strengthen relationship / love. Ways that I feel like I could do that is pray together, eat together at least 4 times a week. With my husband's job, it's like hard because sometimes he's out late and I'm hungry. But if we could ideally 4 out of the 7 days a week eat together, I think that that would strengthen our relationship. Date night once a week. I think that, again, those are good starting points, and if I am able to come up with other things, that's great. I think a big thing is like, you don't want to like over complicate things. Like, I don't want to do 15 different new things just for weight loss, and then 15 different new things for making money, and 15 different things for my relationship. Like, that's just not going to accomplish anything. I think keeping it as simple as possible, where it's like easy habits to like apply to your current routine, and then kind of compounding on that, is probably the healthier and more sustainable way to go about it. So that's kind of where I'm wanting to start. I don't really know where this will take me, but I think that once I kind of start implementing these things, I will feel like I have a better idea of like what my future will look like. So those are some of my goals for 2025, but also just here moving forward. I don't really know where this will lead me or what's next, but I just wanted to kind of get my goals out there and kind of start with a foundation a little bit more, and maybe I'll check back in a week and see what I've implemented and what has worked and what hasn't worked and how I'm feeling. I think I kind of just want to track and see my progress, how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, and go from there. So this doesn't really have like a deadline. This doesn't really have like a by this time. This is just more of a, this is the start, and we'll see what happens next. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for the progress.